Hello there, everybody. Yesterday I had some pretty good luck. A couple of days ago, or maybe a week, I got a message from a friend of mine who was doing some culling in his record collection, and he messaged me asking me if I wanted to have some of that for free. And I was there yesterday and checked it out and picked out a great deal of records for 0 Swedish kronor. I bought a lottery ticket, a lottery from the lottery that he has for an organization that he's a part of. So it costed me 50 Swedish kronor to the lottery that I supported. But the records itself I got for free. I thought I would share and show what I picked out. Pretty great stuff, actually. Both CD singles, CDs, vinyl singles, and full-length vinyls for absolutely nothing. So I picked the beautiful South British group with singer from the band House Martin, Paul Heaton, who also was the singer in the House Martins. This is Bell Bottom Tear from 1992. Overall, these are records that are from that era, 89 to the beginning of the 90s. We have Kim Wilde, Who Do You Think You Are? Also from 1992. And they are, of course, in great shape also, so I didn't get any total junk. We have Dire Straits and Encores, an EP released for a live album that they released in 1989. So this is live tracks with Dire Straits, with Your Latest Trick, The Bug, Solid Rock, and the Local Hero theme. Now we're going into taking the singles. As usual, we'll take the smaller ones first. Madonna, this used to be a Playground. I have this one on 12-inch, but I also would like to have it on 7-inch. So I picked it out anyway. As it was for free, I could upgrade some, of course. And it's a lot of stuff here that I'm upgrading from cassette copies or stuff like that, or better qualities. Transdance, Swedish group, and Joy Toy, one of the sadly forgotten hits that they had. Today it's not often you hear this song, though it was a pretty good hit back then in 1988. Nomad, mostly famous for I Wanna Give You Devotion, but here is a song called Just a Groove. I think from 91. Boy Miss Girl and Waiting for a Star to Fall. We have John Farnham and Two Strong Hearts. From 88. Prince and Sheena Easton, The Arms of Orion, from the Batman movie. Swedish rap group Just Det. That. Don't know how to translate it, but Just Det. And Rela La Laxa, a summer hit. Swedish singer, one of my absolute favorites, Lisa Nilsson, and a single that I didn't have that I was very happy to find, Allt jag behöver, All I Need. We have a Swedish group, The Creeps, who were from the south part of Sweden. They did some kind of little blues, funk, soul rocky stuff. and this was their only real hit, Ooh, I Like It. And was happy to find a Chicago, I Don't Wanna Live Without Your Love, from the Chicago 19, which also have Look Away and great hits like that. But Chicago, and Wilson Phillips and You Won't See Me Cry, from their second album back in 1992. Great singles. Now, CDs, and I have made quick peeks of all the CDs actually. So, starting with something that sounds really interesting. I listened to quick peeks of this one, and it sounds really, really great. Seal's album Seal from 1994, with Pray for the Dying and Kiss from a Rose and so on. The atmosphere here is amazing. So this one I'm looking forward to give a listening to. Peter Gabriel, Us, that I have on cassette copy, now also on CD. We have Chris Rea from 1992, sorry, and God's Great Banana Skin. What a title! What an amazing title! It sounds very relaxing, very calm, and very smooth production. So this is one that's going to be very interesting to listen to. Swedish singer Lisa Miskovsky and her album Falling Water. Also, this is produced by Joakim Berg from the Swedish group Kent, and it is actually really, really relaxing and smooth pop music. So this one, I normally isn't a huge fan of Lisa Miskovsky, but this one sounds really, really interesting. This one I was talked in by my friend to take actually. I was a little hesitating, and when I listened to it, the quick peeks, I felt like, well, this sounded actually really good, because if you take a look at the cover sleeve, it looks like something ripped from a easy listening album by James Last. Candy Dulfer, that I had no idea who it was. Turned out that she is a Dutch saxophone player. I thought that this was merely just a model, and that it tried to make it look like one of these 70s easy listening albums. But it actually is some really great funk music, mostly instrumental, but really great funk soul music played on saxophone by this girl. I assume that this is her. So this one's going to be a whole lot more interesting than I thought at first. Jean-Michel Jarre, Images, the best of Jean-Michel Jarre. I have this one as a cassette copy. Now I have the original. This one is going to be very interesting. The quick peek says that it sounds very relaxing and very, very awesome played. Mark Knopfler from 1996, Golden Heart. Once again, for $0. Kronor, whatever you like. This one I've seen a couple of times at the thrift stores, and I felt like, why not? I give it a chance for $0. But it sounded actually pretty interesting. So it's going to be very interesting listening to. Olivia Newton-John and The Rumor from 1988. Swedish stand-up comedy album that I got. I have all of these, but I felt like I take this also, because the version I have, it has a pretty bad sleeve, so I took it as an chance of an upgrade. A Swedish pop group from the 90s, Jumper. They made some kind of indie pop with the accent on pop in Swedish, and this was their way biggest selling album, and it's really great, really great songs, really great band actually. Even though they aren't mentioned all that much, and they got a little bit of drowning in several other bands in the same category who were singing in English and so on. And finally, among CDs, Alanis Morissette's second album, supposed former Infatuation Junkie. This consists of single Thank You, which I think is Alanis Morissette's weakest song in her catalog. I have a hard time with this. I think it is pretty bad actually. Thank you India, thank you Norway, thank you Denmark. I don't stuff like that. But listen to Quick Peaks, and the album itself doesn't sound all that bad. It sounds a little bit more grungier than Jagged Little Pill, but it's going to be very interesting actually. It's well produced. And so, vinyl. This one seemed to be the only real mistake. Swedish singer Mauro Scocco and his debut solo album. Turned out that I actually have this one already, but it seems like it is the only duplicate that I actually have. So this one will most likely, if I'm going to check of course quality and see, but one of my copies will go to culling. This one I bought because of the soul stuff, but I know it will be a whole lot of hip hop also. But I could be interesting because it is from when hip hop actually could have some great songs actually. I'm talking about the soundtrack from the movie New Jack City that I haven't seen, but it is containing a whole lot of great soul acts like Keith Sweat and Johnny Gill and Call Me Bad and so on. Christopher Williams and Danny Madden, that I guess is soul artists. I don't know if it's my prejudices that when they have real names it might be soul, and if they having artist names it might be hip hop. I don't know if that's certain, if that is right judged or not. But then we have Ice-T, Two Live Crew, and Queen Latifah and so on, and that may lower the album's quality. But it also, as I said, this is released in 1991 when there could be actually some great hip hop tracks also. So it will be. I will give it a chance. It will be interesting actually. But I actually most picked it up for the soul tracks. This one I have absolutely no idea. This was a blind take. If they are for free, I could take a little chances. Ian Thomas and Square One. I haven't listened to any Quick Peaks of it either yet, so I have no idea what this actually is. It's released in 1989, but it's going to be very interesting. This one was also a little risk take. I'm trying to find out what actually the band's name is, as it is a Russian band, and my Russian is a little bit rusty, to say the least. But I don't know what band is called new, but it is some kind of a Russian jazz funk experimental band. This could be bad, this could be horrible, this could also be kind of funky. So I will give it a chance actually, but I wouldn't have bought it if I wasn't for free. But I give it a chance. It could be interesting to see if I discover something new. There were it's a former disc jockey, so he had a whole lot of also 12 inches, and I don't collect those, as you know, so I didn't pick any 12 inches that much. 12 inches only, and it's because it is by one of my absolute favorite singers, and I'm talking about Sandra, that I've mentioned numerous times. This gorgeous woman from Germany, and this is her the 12-inch for her single "We'll Be Together" in a 1989 remix. I have both of these Sandra 12 inches on 7-inch also, but as for free I could pick it out, and it looks real nice quality. And also same Sandra, "Life May Be a Big Insanity" from 1990, produced of course by Michael Cretu, marvelous produced. Also in really great quality overall. These are in really great qualities. A little warning. Now we're going to have some pretty nasty language here. So everybody who is a little bit sensitive when it comes to nasty words might skip a bit. But I picked up this because it sounded so hilariously bad. So, and you know I love these, but it's going to be very interesting. Sissy Penis Factory with Everybody Beep Now. And this is actually, from what my friend told me, that this is a spoof. It makes fun of CNC Music Factory. That is why they call Sissy Penis Factory instead of CNC Music Factory and their song Everybody Dance Now. So this is supposed to be fun and humor, so it's going to be very interesting. Just for the fun of what it is, I picked it up. This one is also a risk take. I picked it up because could be interesting actually. And we're talking about little metal stuff, and as you know, I'm not no fan of that, but can be some interesting stuff. And one of them is a song by Warren called Uncle Tom's Cabin that is actually okay. So I picked out Warren's album Cherry Pie from 1990. Uncle Tom's Cabin and I Saw Red, and so this can be too much heavy metal for me, but it also can be pretty much great and a little maybe a little AOR metal, soft rock, who knows. I'll give it a chance, we'll see what happens. And Swedish singer, poet, balladeer Tony Holgersson and his song Zigenaren på månen, Gypsy on the Moon. This is from 1991. No huge fan for real of him, but the little I've heard is very relaxing and soft, and I'm much into Swedish singer-songwriters right now, so it's going to be very interesting. And finally, an upgrade from a cassette copy to a real physical version of Erasure's album Wild from 1989. This is consisting of Drama, Blue Savannah, Youth Around Me. It wasn't their biggest selling album actually, but it was actually really good. Drama is a great song. So, this was a special vinyl and CD update with the records that I got for almost nothing. It's going to be very interesting to see what some of these is consisting. So now I have a whole lot to actually put out in the next couple of days or weeks. I have another jazz video, the final jazz video ready. I'm going to of course do part 2 of my 1985 chart, and these are the one that's going to come now in the nearest future. So until next time, I hope that every one of you have a real nice time in this autumn. Here it is actually raining. What a shocker. But until next time, take care everybody, and so long.